Right. Okay. So in the last class, we discussed about the indexes and we discussed about like missing indexes and how missing indexes will create a problem, how they are going to affect the query performance. Okay. Where to check the indexes, what is rebuild index, what is reorganize index, how to rebuild and how to reorganize index. In case if you want to manually rebuild and reorganize the index, rebuild index name. Okay, like we can see, right, alter index name rebuild, or alter index name reorganize. So if you see here, for every table we can see the indexes and all. Okay, say for example, if you want to rebuild the index, okay, so right click, you can choose if you want to rebuild any specific particular index and all. Right click, you can choose, okay, rebuild, or okay, you can also check reorganize. You can just check the query. So alter index name on table name rebuild. Okay, so if you use this query, the index will be a rebuild. Okay, and you have to make sure you are going to rebuild the index during non-business hours. Rebuilding index will drop the index and will recreate the index. So it will, while recreating the index, it will also recreate the whole table as it is going to arrange the records, okay, as per the primary key column. So all these things we discussed in the last class. So lot of things we discussed, guys, what and all things, what and all factors are going to create a performance issues, and what and all best practices, what and all some recommended settings. So all these things we discussed in the last two classes, right? So apart from that, we have one more option called update statistics. Update statistics will also create a problem if the statistics are not properly updated. Okay, update statistics. Okay, so what is the statistics actually? Where we can see the statistics, how they are going to impact the query performance, we'll discuss. Okay. So I'll give you a simple example. Okay. So after these classes, okay, one of our student attended interviews. He got the job. Okay. He got the job. Imagine. Okay. Next, he got the job. So after job, what you will do? For boys, generally, what you will do, guys, if you're unmarried, what you will do? Definitely you'll plan for marriage, right? Maybe after 3 months or after 6 months, definitely you'll plan for marriage. And my suggestion is don't go for marriage, okay, up to 6 months or 1 year, guys. Okay, there is no guarantee. So after 6 months only, your job will be confirmed. Okay, that is a different part we'll discuss. Right, we'll go for marriage. So when you go for marriage, definitely you will plan the things like properly. You'll plan it. Okay, you are going to invite some 500 people or 1,000 people based on your circles, based on your network and all. Right now, you just invited 1,000 people for the marriage. Okay, you just invited 1,000 people for the marriage. So generally, if you invite 1,000 people, you will tell to the cook, right? You are going to arrange some food and all, right, for the people. So definitely you are going to arrange the food. So you will tell to the cook, hey, we invited 1,000 people, plus or minus 100 or 200, right? So on an average, 1,200 people. The cook is going to cook for 1,200 people on an average. But suddenly, 2,000 people came to the marriage party, marriage, guys. 2,000 people. Suddenly, like whoever, like friends and friends all there, like they all came to the marriage. Even though you didn't invite, still they came. Okay, suddenly 2,000 people are came to the marriage. So you are planned for 1,000 people initially, plus or minus 100, 200 people, right? So suddenly 2,000 people came to the marriage. So what you will do, guys, in that scenario? What you are going to do?
We will add some water.
Ins- Instead of
See,
biryani, we use
yeah.
we use rice.
Right.
Instead,
Yeah.
yeah, instead of biryani, we will give only khushka.
For 100 people extra, you can add water. For 800 people, you can.
Rest of the people, we will say, okay, do fast. It is better for health.
You are in
Just
Saudi.
kidding.
Right, you are in Saudi, right? Yeah. Fine. Okay. So definitely you will tell to the cook, hey, suddenly there is a growth. Okay. Definitely what you can do, just what you can just cook extra. So you can see the count at 8 o'clock, even though if you planned for dinner, so 7 onwards, 7 p.m. onwards, dinner will start. So you can easily get an idea by 8 o'clock. Okay. The food is completed, or by 9 o'clock, food is completed. Still, lot of people are there. Okay. So you can tell to the cook, hey, please arrange some food for these people. And also from 9 o'clock onwards, the cook will start again. He will cook, guys. So it will take 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock to complete the dinner. So statistics is also same, guys. Okay. So in the morning, we discussed about the execution plan. How statistics are going to impact the execution of the SQL query is when optimizer is creating the plan, it will create the plan based on the number of records, right? Based on the number of records, it will create the plan. Statistics is nothing but the table statistics, number of records, columns, whatever the metadata and all that you can consider as a statistics. So if 100 records are there, definitely the plan will be different. If 1000 records are there, definitely the plan will be different. If 1 million records are there, definitely the plan will be different. Right, guys? If you cannot, I mean to say, you cannot expect the same plan for 100 records and 1 million records. Right, guys? You are not going to cook same food for 1000 people and 2000 people, right? Definitely there will be a change. In the same way, for 100 records, there will be a separate plan. Means out of 2 or 3 plans, it is going to choose a best plan. For 1000 records, it will choose a separate plan. For 1 million records, it will choose another plan. So what will happen here? If the plan is, I mean to say, if the statistics are not updated properly, okay, if the statistics are not updated properly, then you are going to face performance issues on that particular table. Just now we discussed, right? If you have 100 records on the table, the plan will be different. 1000 records, separate plan. 1 million records, separate plan. So generally what we will do in the organization, we have to update, okay, a plan, not plans. We have to update statistics regularly. Say for example, this is the query select star from employee. So initially only 1000 records are there in this. Initially only 1000 records are there in this particular table. So your whatever database tuning engine, like whatever database engine is there, so it's just created a plan based on the 1000 records. And regularly you are using the same statement, select star from employee. So for 1000 records, whatever plan it is created for 1000 records, it will use the same plan actually. Are you getting my point, guys? Initially, whatever the plan it was created for 1000 records, whenever you are running the select star from employee, it will use the same plan to execute. Right? Even though there are increase in the number of records, still it will use the same plan. Still, it will use the same plan to execute select star from employee statement. If you don't update the statistics regularly, it will still use the old plan as per the old record count. If you are updating the statistics regularly, then SQL Server also will change the plans as per the number of records on the table, guys. So statistics are very important, and regularly we will update statistics in the organization. If you don't update statistics, what will happen? It will use the old plan as per the old records count. So if it is using a 1000 record plan, but actually in the employee table, if 1 lakh records are there, definitely it will create a problem. So what we have to do in this situation, we have to update the statistics regularly. where we can see the statistics. We can see the statistics. Okay, if you expand the table under indexes, we have one more folder called statistics, right? So you can see the statistics in the particular folder. You don't get any default statistics, guys. You don't get any default statistics and all, right? You can create the step based on like while you are running the queries and all, it will create some statistics. Okay, so but you can create the statistics manually. Create statistics name on table name. So you can create the statistics manually. Here the thing is, you have to update the statistics regularly. So we will have lot of tables in every database. So we cannot update each and every table statistics regularly. So what we are going to do, we'll set up a job in the organization that is called update statistics job. What is that? What is the job, guys? Update statistics job. This job generally will run every week, and it is going to update the statistics, guys. It is going to update the statistics. There is a query to update the statistics. Update statistics name. You can update the statistics like that. But there are a lot of tables, lot of statistics will be there, so you cannot update every statistics, guys. Each and every statistic you cannot update manually. So for that purpose, we will also create one more extra job called update statistics jobs. So these jobs will run, generally update statistics job will run weekends. Why? Because a lot of statistics to be updated, right? So it will generally run on weekends. Sometimes if this update statistics job is failed, then Monday morning people will experience the slowness while executing the queries. Why? If the statistics job is failed, SQL Server, whatever plans are there, like the old plans as per the old statistics will be utilized. So if you have 1,000 records in the table, not a problem. But suddenly overnight 1 million records came into this table. Overnight 1 million records came into this table. But you are still using, if you don't update the statistics, SQL Server still use the 1,000 record plan. So the plan is for 1,000 records, but in the table 1 million records are there. So it will take a lot of time to execute. So if you are updating the statistics manually, I mean to say, if you are updating the statistics regularly, then it is going to fix the performance related issues. So if user is complaining, hey, my query is running slow, whatever things we discussed till now, lot of factors we discussed till now, all the things you have to check. Along with that, you have to check the query that he is running. You have to check the tables that are part of that query. Okay, you have to check the tables that are part of that query, and you also sometimes if it is one table, two tables involved in that query, you can manually update the statistics. You can update the statistics at any time, guys. No issues. It's not like index operations and all. You can update the statistics at any time, but don't run the whole job. Just update it for one or two tables which are creating the problem. If you run the whole job, the job is trying to update the statistics of all the tables on all the databases, so it is going to consume lot of resources. Updating statistics, it's not a problem during business hours. You can do it for one or two tables, not for the whole database or not for the whole, okay, SQL Server. If you are trying to update the whole database or SQL Server, it might take lot of time, 2 hours, 3 hours. During these 2 3 hours, it will consume the system resources like CPU, memory, and also that is the problem. But in case if user is complaining about his queries running slow, then what you can do, guys? Then make sure we can check when the statistics are last updated. We can check when the statistics are last updated. First check whether update statistics job successfully, first check the update statistics job is successfully running or not. The last attempt which was successful or not, you can check. So if it was failed, instead of running the job again, try to update the statistics of the query. Okay, whatever tables that are participating in the query, try to update the statistics of those tables only manually. Okay, so we have a query to check that. So we can see using the query also, we can see when the statistics are last updated. So you can see guys, right? So go to Google. 1 minute, please 1 minute. Hello, Vishnu. Right, okay. So script to check when the statistics last updated in SQL Server. Okay. So determine when last updated, you can go and check this script. It will show you all the statistics. Yeah, this is the one. Let me check. Yeah. Let me go to this management studio. I mean to say the AdventureWorks database. Okay, so AdventureWorks, right? And if you just execute this, and you can see, okay, object name. Okay, you can see this object name. Like we have objects like tables and all, we can see this. And you can also check when the statistics are last updated. Okay, so if you see here, you can also check. Okay, so for example, let me show you this sales order, employee pay history, sales order, sales reason, sales order, employee pay history. Okay, so just expand this table and expand the statistics, and you can see the statistics. If you go to the properties of the statistics, manually if you want to check or manually if you want to update, okay, you can see here when you open the statistics, when you go to the properties of the statistics, so you can see statistics of these columns were last updated when it was updated, guys. When it was updated, when it was updated.
9/3/2022.
Yeah, so in the last year, I guess 1 year completed, guys. Since 1 year, the statistics are not updated for this table. Okay, so if you want to update, just click on this and you can click OK. So it is going to update the statistics of the particular object, whatever statistics are there, the statistics are going to be updated, guys. So if you want to update the statistics manually for any table, you can right click, you can go to the properties, okay, and you can just click on update statistics is going to update the statistics of the particular table. If you want to update the statistics, all the statistics, you can run a job, update statistics jobs will be there. Or if you want to update the statistics of the whole database, you can still search for the query, guys. Okay, SQL script to update the statistics of a particular database. SQL script to update the database statistics.
Samukh, actually, I just joined a little bit late. So, what is the purpose of statics? Do you think?
How can I say, sir? Now again, I have to explain all the things.
No, just for 1 minute, you can at least. Otherwise, I will just thinking what is this thing, and that's why.
So you can use this SV underscore updating statistics for a SQL Server database. Okay, you can use this query, guys, stored procedure SV underscore update statistics. Okay, so when you run this query, automatically the statistics on a particular database. This query you have to run it on a specific database, guys. So it is going to be updated. The statistics are going to be updated when you run the query on the whole database. The statistics are going to be updated, guys. Okay. So statistics are nothing but, okay, so It's a kind of a metadata, like number of records, columns, everything it will include. So your optimizer will always depends upon the statistics to choose the best plan. Okay, if the statistics are not updated properly, it will use the old plan. So if it is using the old plan, so it will create some performance issues. Okay, so if you are updating the statistics regularly, if you are updating the statistics so that it will use the new plans, it is going to choose the new plans. So based on the new plans, it will try executing the query and all. Okay, so in this way, you can manage the statistics. Statistics are very important for query performance. So whatever things we check it till now, if the query is running slow, whatever things we check it till now since yesterday, okay, apart from all those things, there is one more parameter called statistics parameter. That also you have to check. Even though the statistics are updated, last week or last night it was updated. Imagine last Sunday it was updated, guys. User is complaining on Friday. Hey, one of my queries creating an issue. Can you help me with that? You will check all the things what we have discussed till now. Apart from that, try to update the statistics. It don't cause any harm, guys. Why? Because Sunday the statistics are updated. Who knows, Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or Friday, maybe huge modifications are there on the table. Maybe bulk operations or bulk inserts. Maybe there is a dump. So maybe lot of records inserted in the table overnight. Okay, so we don't know, right? So if the user is complaining the query is performing slow, the application is running slow, try to update the statistics that are performing, I mean to say, try to update the statistics that are part of that query. So you can see, right? You can see the query, what query and all he's running in the SP, who is active. You can pull the whole query. You can see what and all tables included in that query. Go to the tables, check when the statistics are last updated. Just again update the statistics. Even the statistics are recently updated, like last week updated. Still, you can run the update statistics command on the particular statistics so that the statistics are going to be updated. So once the statistics are updated, whenever again user is running the query, it will choose the best plan, okay, recent plan. So as per the updated statistics, so which will improve the performance of the query, guys. Okay, so you can update the statistics using a script. You can update the statistics manually using GUI also. You can update the statistics, guys. Right? Fine, guys.
Yes, Samud, thank you.
So that is all about your, these are the main things, guys, and the two like small settings, index fill factor and all. Okay, so you have to make sure you have properly configured the index fill factor under database settings. You can see index fill factor and all. So index fill factor also sometimes will create performance issues. What is this index fill factor means? How much index space we will have a data pages and index pages, right? Index is also one page, it will create on a page, right? So we will have data pages and index pages. So index fill factor, index fill, how much index space has to be full? Index fill factor means how much index space has to be full. Means if you have a page, either the whole page is going to be full or a specific threshold of the page is going to be full. Right, that is called index fill factor. How much index space has to be full? Okay, so why Shanmukh? Why specifically for index space? So what is the default value, guys? Here 0. What it means? What it means? 0 means what? 0%. 0 means 0%, guys. So 0% of index space has to be full. Is it going to work like that? Now index fill factor is showing 0. 0 means 0% of the index space is going to be full. That means index space is not going to be full. No, right? So 0 means the setting is disabled. Okay, 0 means the setting is disabled, guys. In the interview, they will ask you what is index fill factor, what is the default value of index fill factor. So the default value of index fill factor is 0. 0 means the setting is currently disabled. So what should be the ideal value? It should be 80%. No need to mention percentage, just mention 80. Okay, it should be 80%. What it means? 80% of index space is going to be full, guys. 80% of index space is going to be full. So Shanmukh, what will happen if 80% is going to be full on each index space? So when it is doing a rebuild and reorganize, if you have some free space in the indexes, it will be easy to manage, guys. Otherwise, what it will do, it will create page splits. Okay, it will create excessive page splits. So page splits are very dangerous, guys. Okay, page splits, like it will create multiple pages. If you don't have enough free space in the index, when it is doing rebuild or reorganizing, so it will create excessive page splits. So what will happen? Okay, so it will degrade the performance, guys. So if you set it as 80%, 80% of index space is going to be full. Remaining 20% will be free. So when it is doing some rebuild, reorganize operations and all, it is going to use that free 20% space, guys. That's how it is going to manage internally. So index fill factor also will create problems sometimes. So make sure to check whether default index fill factor is showing 80 or not. So sometimes it will be 100 also. What it means? What it means, guys?
100% full.
100% full. So guys, there is no difference between 0 and 100. Remember, there is no difference between 0 and 100. Why? Why there is no difference between 0 and 100? If
Because
it
there will
is,
be no action.
if it is 0, then also it will use 100% of the index space, guys. If it is 100, then also it will use 100% of index space. If you turn off this setting, 0 means the setting is not enabled, right? That doesn't mean it is not going to store anything in the index space, right? So the setting is not enabled. So in this case, what it will do? It is going to consume the 100% space of the index space. So 0 and 100, there is no difference, guys. Okay, so sometimes they'll ask you what is the default index fill factor generally. Okay, what is the default value of index fill factor, which is 0, guys. The default value for index fill factor is 0. So you have to change it to 80%. So not every time, generally in your organization, if it is a new instance, if some DBAs are forgot to change the value, just go and check whether it is changed or not. Always we will do health checks, right? So this is also one kind of health check. So even though it is not going to create, I mean to say, even though we are very sure that the setting is already enabled, but sometimes DBAs might miss to enable the setting. So if users are complaining about performance issues in the health checks, you have to check this also, default index fill factor. What is default index fill factor currently? So you can check the default index fill factor so that you can make sure it is showing 80%. Generally 99.99% will use 80%. So it don't change, depends on the organization to organization. Mostly it will be 80%. The recommended value is 80%, guys. So that's how index fill factor is going to take effect. Okay, so while running the queries and all, guys, right? Right. So some common things, like some daily as a DBA, we are going to do some common, we are going to face some common issues, guys. So we have discussed most of the things. In that, one of the common issue that we will face daily is disk space issues. Okay, disk space issues regularly will get every day. Why? Because you are going to manage hundreds of servers, thousands of servers. Each server will have 3-4 disks. So if you are managing 1,000 servers, 1,000 into on an average 4 disks, 1,000 into 4,000 disks will be there. So at least out of these 4,000 disks, 1 or 2% will, 1% or 2% disks will always create problems, like the disks are going to be full. So what and all disks generally we will have, guys? Data drive, log drive, tempdb drive, backup drive. So as a DBA, this is our responsibility. If C drive is going to be full, if C drive is already full, we have to route the issue to the Windows team. If C drive is full, it will also create issues, guys. Okay. So you cannot do anything. If C drive is full, we can still delete temp folders and all, but it's risky. Okay. So even though you delete properly, but they might complain like why these people are handling C drive issues and all. Windows people will raise an issue, guys. Okay. They will escalate the issue. So don't touch it. In case if C drive is full, you can just escalate the issue to the Windows team. Windows team is going to take care of it. So if it is data drive, if it is log drive, if it is backup drive, if it is TempDB drive, so that is our responsibility to make sure, okay, to clear the space in the drives, guys. Data drives means data files of all the databases will be stored. Data files of all the databases will be stored. Okay. Guys, depends upon the organization. Some people will dump everything in a single drive by creating different folders. Some people, they are going to manage different drives. Okay. So that it is not going to create, okay, any problems. If log file is full, that drive is going to take effect. If you are dumping everything in a single drive, if log file is full or if backups are full, the whole drive is going to be full. That will create a lot of problems, right? So it is better to maintain the files in a separate drives and all. So if data files are full, generally, okay, if data files are full, generally data drive will be full, guys. If any of your database data files are full, generally data drive will be full. So how to fix in case if it is full, how we will get to know, guys? How we will get to know the drive is why? Because just now I told you, if I have 1,000 servers, right? If I have 1,000 servers, on an average 3,000 to 4,000 disks will be there. You cannot go and check each and every server which disk is in red color. If it is full, generally it will show you in the red color like this. If you log into any server, so if it is full like this, it will show you. Okay, see, red color. So generally people are going to choose 10% as a threshold value. So 10% should be there, minimum 10% free space should be there. So this is 415 GB drive. So what is the 10% of 415 GB, guys? What is the 10% of 415 GB?
Approximately 41 GB.
41 GB. So if it is more than 41 GB, like if 42 GB free space is there, then it will come to a normal blue color. Otherwise, it will show you in the red color only. If the drive is full or not only full, if it is reaching the threshold limit of 10% free space, then generally we will get an alert, email alert, so and so server, so and so drive having this much of free space. Please take care of it. Like that, you are going to be notified using your alerting system, guys. Using your alerting system, you will be notified on so and so server, so and so drive, D drive is having 12 GB free space. Please take care of it. Like that, it will be notified. Otherwise, we cannot go and check every day on all servers, all the drives which is showing red color and all. So we will get the mail notification. So once we got the mail notification, generally we'll set up a job. This job will run every morning 6 o'clock. It will create a report of all the drives that are having less free space. Okay. So you can see all the drives, like it will send a table. So and so server name, so and so drive, this much free space is there. Like that, generally people will choose automation. So in the automation, generally we'll choose like this. Automatically, it will send a report every day morning to all the DBAs, guys. Whoever is there in the shift, they have to take care of it. That's how we will be notified if any disk space issues are there. Now, if the drive is data drive, we have to handle in a different way. If the drive is log drive, you have to handle in a different way. If the drive is TempDB drive, you have to handle in a different way, guys. Okay. So if it is backup drive, again, different way. Generally, if any files are full, okay, generally, if the data drive is full, so the files that are there in the data drive, like creating or like consuming lot of free space, right? So log into the drive, check which file is occupying more space. So in our scenario, say for example, let me go to this sp_help db. Right. Okay. So let me go to this AdventureWorks properties. Let me go to file space. Let me copy this path, Control C, Windows R, Control V, enter. So you can see here, right? So here, now you are in the data drive. Imagine you are in the data drive now. Okay, so you can see all the database data files and all, even log files also you can see, but still. So what you can do, just click on the size column. You can see what file is consuming more space, means what is the biggest file in the particular drive. You can see, guys, you are filtering, you are ordering based on the size column, right? If you click on the size column, generally it will order ascending or descending order. It will arrange in ascending order, descending order. So you can just check, and on the top whatever files are there, okay, you can check the, please be muted. Right. So on the top, instead of checking each and every file, let me mute. Right. So instead of checking each and every file, which file like that, so you can directly click on the size. So it is going to arrange the files in a ascending and ascending or descending order. So make sure which file is a big file, and first try to concentrate on that particular file, guys. Generally, if data drive is full, okay, if any files are full, generally in case of log files and all, we are going to shrink it, guys. Shrink operation. We are going to perform shrink operation. But if data drive, or like if data files are full, we cannot do shrink, guys. Okay, we cannot shrink the files. We cannot do the shrink. What will happen if you shrink the data files? It will create a fragmentation, and it will also take a lot of time to execute shrink query on the data files, guys. Why? Because data will be there, right? So when there is a data in the particular file, so when you are shrinking, okay, so it is going to automatically trying to release the unused space to the disk. So in that situation, it will try to rearrange the whole data in the disk. So if it is a big file and all, the shrink operations on the data file might corrupt the data file. So that's why performing shrink operations on the data file is not allowed in the organizations. Generally, in the organizations, we don't shrink the data files, as it is going to take a lot of time, one reason, and it might corrupt the data file, another reason, and what is the third reason, guys? It will take a lot of time, and it will also create fragmentation. So these are the main challenges with the data file. So what is the solution, Shanmukh? You have to check any other files are storing in the drive other than data files. Sometimes people will take backups and all to the drive if we have enough free space. Check any other files are there. If no other files are there, only data files are in the drive. So you have to request Windows team or storage team to extend the drive. Okay, you have to request Windows team or storage team to extend the drive, guys, to extend the drive. So then only the space issue is going to be fixed, guys. This is the only way. This is the recommended way. Still, Shanmukh, in my organizations, we are shrinking. You can shrink, but it will take a lot of time. One reason, sometimes it is going to corrupt the data files and all. Not every time, sometimes. So I feel shrinking data file is a risky operation, guys. It's not recommended in the interviews. Okay, if the data file is full, you can tell I'll request Windows team or storage team to extend the drive, as we cannot shrink. In my organization, generally we don't shrink the data files, as it is going to create a fragmentation and it will take a lot of time to execute. So this is how you can fix the data drive full issues. If
we
log,
can increase the size of the data file. It is possible.
Very good. Now tell me, I have 400 GB in my drive. Okay, I have 400 GB in my drive. So one of the file is occupying, out of 400, 12 GB free space is there. Okay. In this drive, there is a data file which is occupying 400 GB, right? In this drive, I have a file which is occupying 400 GB. Now only 15 GB free space is there. So now can you increase the file size? We can increase, see, we can increase the file. That's not a thing. Here, we have an option to increase the file. If you change the
Yes,
initial file size, it will increase. But is it a good solution, do you think? I have only 15 GB free space. I am already getting alerts that there is no free space in the drive or there is a less free space in the drive. How can you increase the 400 GB file again? Is it going to fix the issue?
No, in such cases it will not possible. I think we can just shrink the log file there.
Forget about log. Forget about log. Log is a separate drive. Okay. So log is a separate drive. That's why I told you. So if any other files are there in the drive, if any, if in the organizations generally we will have separate data files, data drive, log files, log drive, separate drives will be there. Still, if you people are dumping everything in the same drive, if you feel that there are log files also there in the drive, you can shrink the log files. Okay. If there are log files in the drive, guys, again, you have to apply common sense here. Here, I am saying if only data files are there, there is no solution. You have to extend the drive. But data files, log files are there. Now you have to check which log file is consuming more space. And then if you shrink the log file, it is automatically going to release the free space to the drive. If there are no log files, only data files are there, what is the solution? If there are no other files, only data files are there, what is the solution? What is the solution, guys?
Increase the data file.
You have to increase the, not data file, drive.
Sorry, drive.
But Sharmukh, this is a little like time-taking process because we just need to get approval and all these things. If
Then
we are
tell me,
having
sir.
databases there,
Tell me, you only tell me what is the other solution. I have only data files in my D drive, data drive. So what is the other solution we have? You are saying that Shanmukh, okay,
like,
whatever
that's
you
why I
said,
just wanted
that's
to understand.
fine. Now, but it will take a lot of time to extend the drive. You are correct. In the organization, when you request Windows team or storage team, hey, we are waiting for you. Come on, chalo, let's do it on today's evening. I am going to increase the drive for you. No, it's not that much smooth. Okay, even though they can increase in a minute, still they don't agree to increase. We have to take the approvals and all, correct. But is there any other way? Is there any other better way to deal this situation?
So in such condition, if we have like unnecessary file like backups we have taken and all these things there, so we can just delete and remove those files to release some spaces.
Digvesh, again I am saying no other files are there. Only data files are there in the drive. In that scenario, we are explaining. If other files are there, we have already discussed. You have to concentrate on other files. Only data files are there. There is no other files in the drive. Okay, so in this scenario, the best way is you have to request Windows team. And that's why what we are going to do, we are going to perform capacity management in the organization, guys. This is like a last minute request. Windows team can, okay, deny your request. Windows team can deny your request. So that's why we will do capacity management. What is capacity management? Every quarter, we are going to report all the drives, what and all drives are there in my organization. Okay, how much free space is there in the drives? We are going to segregate. Okay, on all these 100 drives, we have less than 10% free space. On all these 200 drives, we have less than 20%. On all these 300 drives, we have less than 30%. So first we'll give priority to the drives that are having less free space. we will raise a change request for all the drives that are having less than 10%. When we raise a change request, Windows team, there is no option for them. They have to extend the drive or they have to add the new drive. Okay. Clear, guys? So capacity, that's why to avoid last minute, okay, emergency situations and all. If it is emergency last minute, suddenly if it was increased, then you can request Windows team, hey, this is urgent. So it was suddenly increased and all. But to avoid last minute situations, you have to plan a capacity management in the organization. So before it is throwing alert itself, we are going to manage the drives. We are going to request Windows team to extend the drives and also that they are going to extend the drives, guys. Fine. Clear, guys? Right. If it is data drive, if it is log drive, if all the log files are storing in that particular drive, that is called log drive. If it is log drive, how you are going to manage? Log drive you can shrink, guys. Log drive you can shrink. Now let me explain how shrink operation will work. Okay. Let me show you the demo. Wantedly, I'm increasing the file size. So in your organization, you don't increase any file size to, okay, shrink it. Okay. So wantedly, I'm doing this to show you the demo. Okay. So now one of my database file size is like 8 GB. I mean to say the log file size. Let it execute first. Once it's completed, I'll show you. So Denny, that is also not a best option. Archiving and purging, generally you cannot do it during business hours. And you have to check with the development team, application team. So if they don't want the data, they have to segregate and then you can archive and you can purge it. If they are using regularly, you cannot go and directly purge the data.
Today, I tried rebuild and reorganize indexes through maintenance plan. There is showing some page count options also.
Okay.
So what is the best value for that?
Page count, it is showing, okay.
Yeah.
Page.
And in for reorganizing the index, we need between 5 to 30% fragmentation.
Yes.
But in maintenance plan, it's showing only greater than sign.
Sorry, maintenance plan?
It's showing only greater than.
Only greater than.
If-
I mean to say,
Yeah.
greater than 5% you can set it, right? You are saying like 5 to 30% it is not showing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
generally in the organization, we will have some scripts called Ola Hellengren scripts, guys. During using that Ola Hellengren scripts, we can do that. I'll check, guys. I'll check that once. Okay, how much percentage we can set it for the index reorganize and all. Okay, I'll check that one. I'll check and update. Right now, if you see the C drive, actually AdventureWorks data database log file is storing in the C drive, right? So now if you refresh, earlier it is showing 14 GB free space, right? So now if you refresh, so now see here, how much free space is there? How much?
7.2.
7 point. Imagine this is the log drive. Imagine this is the log drive. Now you got an alert on so and so server, log drive is full. On so and so server, the log drive is full. You got an alert, guys. So when you get an alert, log drive is full, what you have to do initially, okay, you have to run this query, guys, dbcc SQL perf of log space. This is very important query. This query will show you all the database log file sizes and how much percentage used. All the database log file sizes, okay, and how much percentage is used. Right. If you see here, master is consuming 1.9. The size in terms of MBs, guys, no problem. Okay. 1.9 MB means not a big size. 189 MB, not a big size. 7 MB, 28 MB, 71, 71, 71. And if you see here, how much MB it is using, guys? How much MB it is consuming? 7,999 means close to 8 GB. Out of all these database log files, this database log file is consuming more. Agree, guys? Agree? Right?
Yeah.
So after checking the biggest file size from this list, you have to check how much percentage is used. You have to check how much percentage is used. So if it is showing 0.9 percentage, means not even 1% also. Out of 8 GB, it is not using even 1% also, means 99% free space is there in the log file. 99% free space is there in the log file, guys. Okay, so what you have to do, if you shrink that log file, whatever free space is there, that free space will be released to the drive. Getting my point, guys? When you shrink this file, whatever free space is there in the log file, the free space, the unused space will be released to the drive. So how to shrink it? Before shrink operation, you have to do one more thing. What is that, guys? You have to check why the log file is not reusable. You have to check why the log file is not reusable using this query, okay, from sys.databases, okay. So this query will help you select star from name, comma, log reuse weight description from sys.databases will help you. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Select no star from. I'm not pulling all the records, right? Only 2 columns I'm pulling. Okay. Select name, comma, log reuse weight description from sys.databases. So if you execute this query, it will tell you the reason. Okay. It will tell you the reason why it is not allowing you to shrink. Generally, log files are going to be reusable, guys. Automatically the log files are going to be reusable using truncate mechanism. Committed data and all will be truncated. Once the data is truncated, it will be deleted from the log file, and the log file space is going to be reusable. That is the mechanism actually. But sometimes the mechanism is not going to work because of some hurdles. What are the hurdles, guys? You can see here. What is the problem? Why my log file is not able to reuse by its own? This is the problem. If it is showing nothing, nothing is blocking to release the space. So you can directly go and shrink it. Okay, guys, if it is showing nothing, guys, whenever you got any alert, log file is full, log drive is full, log drive is having less than 10% free space, log driving having less free space, in all these scenarios, first you have to connect to the server, then you have to run this query, check which database log file is consuming more space, and check how much percentage used. Once you check the reason why the log file is not able to reuse. If it is showing nothing, directly go and shrink it. Okay, if you see here, I'm trying to shrink. Which database is creating problem, guys? AdventureWorks, right? You can see here AdventureWorks. It is creating the problem. So go to this AdventureWorks 2017. How to shrink it? Go to tasks, go to shrink operation. Don't choose database. Always you have to choose files only. This is very, okay, very important, guys. Regularly you will do. By mistake, sometimes you will choose data file and you will shrink the files. It will create a lot of problems. I want to shrink which file, guys? Data or log file? Which file I have to shrink? Log file, right? Select this data tab. Click on the data, choose log file. Then it will show you how much size is there. Out of 8,000, how much available free space is there. So when you shrink it, the whole 7,925 MB is going to be released to the C drive. In which drive the file is there? C drive, right? The whole unused space is going to be released to the C drive. This is called shrink operation. So you have to choose log file and you have to choose the second one. Don't choose release unused space. Choose second one. Reorganize the pages before releasing unused space. Here you can give a minimum value like 100 MB and all. Means this 8 GB file will be shrunk to 100 MB. Compress, you know, right? I mean to say it's not actually compress. The mechanism I'm just explaining. Okay, when you compress a file, okay, generally what it will do, it will use less space, right? It will be compressed, but here it is not going to be compressed. Whatever unused space till now, it was expanded till 8 GB. When you shrink to 100 MB, it will come down from 8 GB to 100 MB, guys. So till now 8 GB free space is there, right? So when you shrink it to 100 MB, whatever 7925 minus 100, 7825 will be released from the log file, and it will be rearranged. I mean to say, it will be re-added to the drive, guys. It will be released to the drive. So if you shrink, you can click OK to shrink, or else you can generate a script to see the shrink operation. You can just click cancel. Now I am going to run the shrink operation manually. dbcc shrink file, database, I mean to say log file name, adventureworks _ log, and you are shrinking to 100 MB. So when you execute, sometimes it is going to shrink it, guys. Okay, sometimes it is going to shrink it. Go and check whether it's shrinked or not. So how to check? If you refresh it, it has to release 8 GB free space, right? So 7.29 plus 8. How much? 7.29 plus 8. Around 15 GB, right? It has to show 15 GB free space here. Let's check whether it is showing 15 GB or not. Yeah, it is showing 15 GB. Okay. So as the recommended size to shrink. Generally, you can give 100 MB deni or 1024 also. Sometimes as per the organization strategy or as per the organization recommendations, people will give 1024. Okay. And sometimes people will give 500 MB. Sometimes people also will give 100 MB. Okay. So now it was released, guys. Sometimes now it was released. Okay. Sometimes it don't release, guys. It don't release the unused space. Why? Why? Because of this reason. What is the reason? Log backup. You have to perform log backup. Then only the log file will be truncated. Then only whatever unused space is there, that you can release it to the drive. So based on the reason here, you have to take action. When you shrink, every time shrink is not going to work, guys. I thought it is not going to shrink as it is showing log backup, so that I can show you that if it is not shrinking, if it is not releasing any free space, check the reason why it is not releasing. If it is showing log backup here, what you have to do, guys? What you have to do? If it is showing log backup, what you have to do? What you have to do, guys?
Take log backup.
That's it. You have to take the log backup and again you have to shrink it, guys. Okay. First you have to take the log backup. Then if it is showing one reason here, first you have to fix the reason. Then you have to shrink it. Okay. If it is showing nothing, you can straight away you can shrink the files. But if it is showing any reason here, first you have to check the reason. Here it is showing log backup. So take log backup and shrink it again. Yes, please.
Shanmugh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like just now we have checked it, right? It's showing used is less than 1%, and we were able to shrink it. If the used percentage is 80% or something like that, then in that situation, like we
I'm
can go
not
ahead and
getting
then
you.
shrink.
I'm not getting you. What
I
is
mean,
that
when we did
80%?
this DBCC, this
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
the used pages.
Okay, okay. Here. Okay, DBCC
No,
SQL
this one,
performance.
DBCC one, yeah.
Okay,
When we run that,
okay,
and now this log space used percentage.
okay, okay. If it is showing 80%, what we have to do? You are saying, you're asking.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
If it is showing 80%, then you have to check the reason. Okay. Why it is
Okay.
using 80%? That also same. Okay. You have to, means it has to reuse. It has to
Okay.
reuse. Why it is occupying 80%? It has to, log file is meant for reusing. Right.
Yes.
So it is
Yes.
not able to reuse because of one reason. What is that reason? You have to check here using this query. If it is
Wow.
showing log backup,
Mhm.
then take the log backup on the database. Then again run this query. Check the percentage log space used is showing less value or not.
Okay. Like in your experience, apart from this log backup, what else we
Lot
can
of
expect?
reasons we can see. Active backup restore, oldest page, checkpoint, active transactions. Okay, so like this lot of reasons will be there. Okay, so active backup or restore means some active backups or restore operations are running. So you have to wait until it is going to be fixed. Sometimes active transactions it will show. If it is showing active transaction means you have to check what and all transactions that are running on the database, and sometimes you have to wait, or sometimes if there is no free space at all, you have to kill the transaction to release the unused space. If it is showing checkpoint or oldest page, you have to run command called checkpoint on the database. Checkpoint, just run checkpoint on the I'm sorry, database adventure works. If you run checkpoint and all, so you can directly run it. There is no other query. So checkpoint, whenever you want, you can run it. Okay, it is going to copy the dirty pages to the disk, and also it is going to show you the checkpoint sometimes. Then you can directly run the checkpoint, and then you can try shrinking. So whatever reason it is showing, until it shows nothing, you have to fix the reason. When you take the log backup on the database and when you run it again, it should show nothing. Then you have to shrink it. Are you getting my point, guys?
Yes.
Until, see, sometimes it is not going to shrink. It's a tricky operation, guys. Sometimes, even though you took log backup again, it will show you the log backup again and again, 3-4 times, 4-5 times, 10 times. I remember 10 times also you have to take log backup. After 10th time, like 11th time, 12th time and all, then it will show you nothing. Then you have to shrink it. Means heavy transactions are there on the database, it will keep on showing log backup and also multiple times you have to take the logbook until it shows nothing. If it is showing log backup means until it shows nothing, you have to take log backup, whether it is 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times also. Getting my point, guys? That's why I said it is a tricky operation. So,
But
yes, please.
if we change recovery model from full
See,
to simple, and then we shrink this, can we shrink?
See, that is not an option. Are you going to directly change the recovery model on the production database?
No.
No, right? So that is the final option that you have to perform, not immediately. Okay, my log file is full, chalo, let's go and change the recovery model to simple. No, right?
Yes.
Once you tried all these things, if it is not going to work out, then you have to plan it. But immediately in the next action, you cannot do that.
Okay.
Right? Fine. So like this, it will show you guys again. I'm saying if it is showing log backup, take log backup, again run the script, run this command. If it is again showing log backup, again take the log backup, again run the particular command. Until it shows nothing, take the log backup. Whether it is twice, thrice, whatever it is, keep on taking log backups until it shows nothing. Once it shows nothing, then try to shrink the log file. Clear, guys? Is it clear? So this is very important.
Yes.
Daily you will do, daily 5 to 10 times you will do, guys. This is the first work you will get it daily. Okay. Once you got the job, this is the first work you will get it, guys. So very important. Okay, fine. Chalo, if it is TempDB drive, again same condition, you can shrink TempDB data files. TempDB data files and log files you can shrink, guys. TempDB data files and log files you can shrink. User databases data files you cannot shrink, but TempDB, why? Because in the TempDB data will store temporarily, right? So TempDB data files and log files you can shrink it. Operation is same. Okay, so check it. And how much free space is there, guys? Again here also you have to apply common sense. If I have 1 GB, here my file size is 200 GB. Okay, I have 5 GB free space is there. In this scenario, are you going to shrink it? My file size is 1 terabyte. I mean, forget about TempDB. I'm asking about user database. Forget about TempDB. I'm asking about user database. I have like the file size is 1 terabyte and it is showing 30 GB free space here. In that scenario, is it good to shrink? Tell me, guys. See, for 30 GB free space, you are reorganizing 1 terabyte of file, which is not at all good option. Okay, so you have to make sure at least 90% free space is there. Okay, 90% means, for example, if 10 GB is there, or else if 2 GB is there, out of 2 GB, 90% free space is there. Is there any use if you shrink it? My file size itself 2 GB. I have 90% free space. How much free space will be released, guys, when you shrink a 2 GB file? Are you getting my point? The whole file size itself 2 GB. Out of 2 GB, 90% free space is there. If you shrink that 2 GB file, are you going to get any big difference? No, 2 GB file, how much difference you can see? Even the 90% free space is there, you don't see any big difference. 1 GB hardly it will add. So that's why you have to apply common sense here. You have to shrink if you have more free space and if the file size is big. First priority you have to give to those files. The file sizes with big file sizes and a lot of empty space is there, available free space is there. Then you have to give priority to those files and you have to shrink it first. Remaining and all small that you can do later also. Wasting time on 2 GB file, it's not going to give you a big difference. Okay, so always you have to first concentrate on biggest files. And then if it is not showing available free space, check the reason. Try to fix the reason. Then again try to shrink it. It will show you the available free space and then you can shrink it, guys. So data file, TempDB also same, guys. So TempDB data files and log files, both you can shrink it as TempDB is a temporary database file. Backup drive generally, you have to be very careful with the backup drive. Generally, we are going to apply the retention policy. So as per the retention policy, it is going to delete the old backups. Still, sometimes users will ask us to store the old backups wantedly. So when you log into the particular drive and hey, this is 5 years old backup, why it is still there? Chalo, let's delete. If you delete it suddenly, the next week user might ask that file. Okay, so while deleting backup files also you have to be very careful. If backup drive is full, there is only like two solutions we have. One is you have to request Windows team to add the storage. Before that, you can clean the drive by deleting the old backup files. But while deleting old backup files, you have to be very careful, guys. Okay, you have to be very careful. Sometimes you can see log backups. Okay, sometimes you can see log backups. Per day, per database, 96 log backups will generate, right? If you go for 15 minutes threshold, every hour 4 log backups for one database, every day 96 log backups. So for all the databases, you can see thousands of log backups. So always go and check the backups that are older than 3 weeks. Try to delete those backups. Don't delete current week or last week backups. It's a risky operation. Okay, guys. So while deleting the backup files also, you have to be very careful. Sometimes DBS will create a folder, don't delete. In that they will keep the backup files and also don't touch those folders and all, guys. Okay, it's very, very important. This is how generally you can manage the disk space issues in the organization. Fine. Right?
Yes, some of like who deleted any backups and all, so it can be found out like which user just doing this task.
That is not possible from SQL Server side. From OS side, they can find. Why? Because that is OS level file, right? So OS people like Windows people can track that one. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a break. Come back after 50 minutes. We'll discuss how to prepare the resume and all. Okay. Fine. So I'll be in mute, guys. I'll be back after 15 minutes.
Shanmugh, can we share our number, which is like just helping in future?
Sorry, what is that?
Can we share our mobile number to each other just for helping purpose? Like I just need any help from like Praveen or Salman.
We'll create a group. Okay. Our course is completed, right? We'll create a group. Generally, I'll create the group at the end of the course, guys. Okay. So we'll create a group. You can exchange your ideas and all. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo guys. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the resume preparation. Okay. So how to prepare a SQL DB resume will tell you now.
Anup, one question regarding maintenance plans for
Yes, tell me.
this page count that's showing there.
Yeah, I'll update you on that. I'll update you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. I'll update you. I have to check that once. Yes, then this is the one you're asking. This is the one. This is the notepad from the beginning. Right? Fine. So
What are triggers and constraints?
triggers and constraints we don't use, Praveen. Okay, so that will be for the developers and all.
Oh.
Yeah. Right, so just give me a minute. Let me open some sample resumes. Right, okay. So right. So this is the sample resume, guys. So we'll discuss how to create the resume and all. So which is very important part. So the thing is like people can spend time for 1 month, 2 months for training and all, but they're not even spending 30 minutes also to prepare their resume. Okay. So resume is the paper format of you guys. Okay. So you cannot talk to the recruiters directly. So your resume will talk to them. So my suggestion is try to create some unique resumes, guys. Try to create some unique resumes. Okay. Try to spend some time in creating the resumes and all. Shanmugh, please send me the sample resumes. Okay. So I'll send the sample resumes. Okay, Shanmugh. So what they will do tomorrow, they will delete the email and they will add their email. They will delete the candidate name. They will add their name. They will delete this XXXX and they will add their number. So they are going to change the number of years like experience and all. And they are going to keep it as it is. Shanmugh, I created my resume. Can you please go through it once? So do you think that is how you are going to create a resume, guys? If you are creating resume like that, like how much time you are spending on the resume, if you are spending 5 minutes or 1 minute or 2 minutes, recruiters also will spend same time on your resume. They will open, check. Okay, nothing is there, chalo. They are going to skip your resume. So most of the people, those who are very serious about the job also, they don't spend a lot of time in preparing the resume. Resume, again, I'm saying, you cannot talk to a recruiters daily, 100 or 200 or 1000 recruiters daily. Your resume will talk to them. Okay, so it's very important to create the resume, guys. I'm not asking you to create the best resume. I'm asking you at least to put some efforts in creating the resume. Okay, so I'm asking you to put some efforts. We are going to discuss a lot of techniques and tips and all. Just follow that. Try to spend some time. You can spend 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week also you can spend to create a good resume at least. Okay, but simply editing one's resume and sending it to me again. So generally after the course, I'll send these sample resumes to you. You can edit these resumes, you can modify it and you can send it to me. I'm going to correct it. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm going to highlight what and all mistakes you did. So correct means don't think I'm going to rewrite your resume again. No, I'm not going to rewrite anyone's resume. I'll tell you these are the mistakes you did, just modify your resume. So don't try to update the simple resume, guys. Try to create your own resume. These are like for references for you. What and all things you have to include in the resume, this is just going to act as a reference. This format is going to act as a reference. So don't simply edit this format and send it back to me, guys. Okay, that's not a good way of creating the resume. So while creating the resume, what and all things that you have to include. Okay, while creating any resume, SQL DB or whatever, while creating any resume, what and all things that you have to include generally. Okay, so generally while creating any resume, you have to, of course, you know, right, your name, mail ID, mobile number and all, that's common. And your objective, career objective, you have to include, guys. Okay, there is a section called in the beginning, what is your objective? Okay, so by doing a work as a DBA, what and all things, what and all your objectives are there, how you are going to helpful to the organization, in what way you are going to helpful to the organization, that is comes under your career objective and all. What is your goals and all comes under your career objective and all. So try to include a career objective. Try to start your resume with a career objective. Then you can start with your roles and responsibilities. This is very important. Okay, roles and responsibilities, guys. You can add your roles and responsibilities in the resume. Means till now what and all roles and responsibilities, till now what and all technical experience, what and all technical stuffs you have, so that you can include in the roles and responsibilities, guys. This is another area. And technical exposure, like on what and all technologies you have the knowledge. Okay, technical exposure, you can just add your technical exposure or technical skills. You can add here in one more section, you can add your technical skills, guys. So the format is like as per your choice, you can choose any of the format, but these things must be included in the resume. Your technical skills should be included in the resume, guys. Your technical skills should be included in the resume. That is also one important. And in case of any certifications, okay, in case first you can add qualification. What is your qualification, educational qualification and all. Okay, so like whether it is a degree, a graduation, okay, a post graduation, whatever it is, you can try adding your qualification and from which college, which year you have completed this. You have to include the qualification also in your resume. And you have to include any certifications. Shanmugh, certification is mandatory, not mandatory. Certification is not mandatory. If you have certification, recruiters will give you first priority to your profile. If you have certification, recruiters will give you a first priority to the profile. Why? Because a certified DBA will get a different package from the client. A normal DBA will get a different package from the client. definitely there is an impact of certification, guys, definitely. Okay, so like we have different companies like service based company, product based companies. We'll discuss all those things in this session. But if you have certification, that will be an added advantage for you. Okay, so if you have any certification, like for DBS, generally nowadays DP 300 is the only certification that we can complete, and that too it will include Azure, guys. Okay, Azure plus on-premises DBA. So DP 300 will include Azure plus on-premises DBA, guys. So if you want, you can do this certification, but again, it's not mandatory. Again, I'm saying it's not mandatory to have the certification. If you have the certification, you will get a preference, guys. So in case of any certification details, you can add the certification details as well. Then what you can do, you have to add your project details. Yes, this is very important. I'm sorry.
To get the certification, so we need to write any exam.
Then who will give certification, Praveen, without writing any exam?
Can you guide us how to?
Certification, you have to write a Microsoft. See, DP 300 will be performed by Microsoft. So Microsoft, if you go to Microsoft website, okay, if you go to Microsoft website, so there you can see different certifications. So you can choose DP 300 if you have some real-time experience and all, like some exposure to the real-time environment, you can clear the certification. With the only training and practice, you cannot clear. You should have some real-time experience. If you want to clear by your own, there are some other ways. Okay, so you can still clear it even though you don't have real-time experience, but there are some other ways, okay, that we cannot talk public. Okay, so in case if you reach out to me, I'll explain what and all ways we have to get the certification. Okay, right. So generally,
We need to pay any fee for this certification.
you have to pay the fee. You have to pay the fee. You have to pay the exam fees. If you want to write by your own, you have to pay the exam fees to the Microsoft. And they are going to give you a slot. So you have to go to the examination center. There you have to attempt your examination and all. Okay.
Sir, online also possible.
Online also possible. Online also possible. If you have chance, you can go to examination center. If not, you can do online also. Fine. So this will be given by your Microsoft.
What is the cost of that, Sanmu?
You can check here, sir. Okay. So if you go to this website, DP 300
Around 4,000
exam cost. Yeah, it will be like 4,800, I guess. Okay, so
DP 300, like 30 there.
300,
Yeah.
yeah. So in Indian currency, it will be 4,800. Okay, in the US, it will be $165. And if you go to India, so it will be 4,800. You have to pay this amount. You will get 2 attempts, guys. You can schedule the exam by paying the amount. So administering Microsoft Azure SQL solutions. So it includes on-premises, and till 2021, we used to have different certifications. So till 2021, we used to have a 465, 466 papers. The paper codes are like 465, 466 for on-premises DBA. From 2021 onwards, the on-premises certifications are retired. Now there are no more on-premises certifications. Everything is merged into the cloud. So now all the DBAs has to write this exam DP 300 only. Okay. So if you want, you can go through this, guys. Okay, and you can attempt a free practice test also. You can just go through this. I'm going to post this into the chart. You can just copy paste that one. You can save that link, guys. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is all about your certification, guys. Next, the very important part is project details. So definitely all of you are going to try as an experienced DBA. Okay, right? 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever gap is there, based on the gap, you are going to try as an experienced DBA. So how many projects we have to put in the resume? What and all projects we have to add in the resume? That is very important, guys. So we have a lot of projects in terms of categories. Like we have insurance projects, we have healthcare projects, we have banking projects, we have oil and natural gas project, we have infra projects, we have automation projects, we have automobile industry projects. So a lot of every industry, see all software companies, they are going to provide services to one client, right? So if that client is oil and natural gas, if it is in the field of oil and natural gas, that is oil and natural gas project. If that client is providing services for healthcare, that is a healthcare project. If it is a banking service, that is a banking project. So like this, to which client you are providing support, based on that your project is also going to be changed, guys. So Shanmukh, what kind of projects we have to upload here? We have to update here. So for that, I'll tell you one tip, guys. Go to Google, okay? So choose any company like HCL clients, okay? Just type like this. So if you see here, there are a lot of HCL clients you can see here. If you want, you can type Infosys clients, okay? Infosys clients. So these are all the Infosys client list, guys. These are all Infosys client list. So what you can do, for example, Andrews Air Force Base is an Infosys client. Imagine this is one product. So for this company, Infosys is giving support. Okay, for this company, Infosys is giving support. Copy this company, go to Google, about Andrews Air Force company wiki. So just if you type this in the Wikipedia, lot of information you can see about this company. Just copy paste 4 or 5 lines and you can add in your resume, guys. See, I just mentioned Robert Bosch. So what Robert Bosch will do, so you can add 4-5 lines about Robert Bosch. Right, guys? So we are not developers. Okay, so mostly they will check what kind of project it is. They don't ask you explain about your project. Generally, they don't ask you. If they are still asking you to explain the projects, what you have to do, guys? Mine is automobile industry. So we are providing services to an automobile industry, and we have like 600 servers, and out of 600, 60% are production servers, 40% are non-production servers. We are supporting 8,000 databases, and we are 12 members team, and we are supporting 24/7 across all the regions. Like this, you will explain about the project. For developers, there is a different project discussion. They are going to explain every module of the project, every logic of the project. So developers, the interview will be based on the project only. But DBA's project can be anything, any project, whether it is banking, automobile, okay, healthcare industry, whatever project it is, backup is backup only, restore is restore only, failover is failover only. There is no different methods, depends upon the project. Maintenance, right? Maintenance is same across any project. If it is development, if you are developing an application, the modules are going to be different. You have to explain each and every module. But maintenance side, whatever project it is, your roles and responsibilities are same, guys. So if they are still asking what is your roles and responsibilities and tell me about your project, this is how you have to tell, guys. Okay. So generally, mostly they don't ask, but still if they are asking, this is how you have to tell the roles and responsibilities of your project, guys. And if you see here, you can add your company name, duration, okay, till what, till when to when you worked in this company, okay, so on. So you can add the details. So what is the organization and what is the duration where you worked here. I'll explain about this, okay. So you should know service-based, product-based companies and all. So you will get an idea, guys. But project can be anything. This is how you can check. Go to Google, choose any big company, choose Infosys, Wipro, where the verification is so tough. Choose the big companies, just type Infosys projects. Yes, then we'll discuss. Okay, we'll discuss all the questions in the end of the at the end of the session. So Infosys company, go to Google, type Infosys clients. You will get lot of list. Okay, take one realistic name. Okay, so just go to Google again. Just type about some HSASC wiki. If you type like that, you will get lot of lines. Copy paste that lines and you can add it in the resume, guys. This is how generally you can create the resume. And what and all very important things that you should include in the resume, guys. Technically, you have to include installations. Make sure you have these words or key skills added in your resume. Why? Because the HRs will search based on the key skills. They cannot go through your 2-page or 3-page resume the whole day. They will check, they will simply type installations. On top, whatever resumes are coming, they are going to filter those resumes. So don't think they will come and go, they will check each and every resume manually. No. Installation. Say for example, in their project, there is a requirement on clustering. There is a requirement on migration. So they will go to Naukri, they will just type migration, SQL Server migration. So whoever mentioned the migration topic, their resumes will be on top. Getting my point, guys? So they are going to select out of 5 or 10 resumes. Why? Because 1 or 2 positions will be there. Don't expect they will choose hundreds of resumes. From that they are going to scrutiny. No, not like that. Initially they will choose 5 to 10 projects, 5 to 10 resumes only. So make sure your project is on the top, guys. So you have to add these key skills. It's very important. Installations, okay, backups and restores, recovery, backups, restores and recovery, upgradation, very important topics and all you have to add. Migration, okay, and security, logins, like tags. Tag is very important, right? When you are posting something in the YouTube, you are going to add tags, right? Based on the trending topics and all like this. You have to add some tags kind of thing. Logins, users, and recovery models, okay, and patchings, and HADR like log shipping, mirroring, replication, clustering, always on, performance tuning. So these are very important key skills, guys. You have to make sure and bold it, guys. Bold it, okay, that you worked on so and so things, you worked on so and so things like this. Okay, if you see here, like you can see whatever things we discussed, everything you just mentioned. So database mirroring is there, right? Like just bold it instead of searching where is the database mirroring. If you bold it, recruiters can easily find, okay, database mirroring is there. Chalo, let's shortlist this resume. Client is asking for mirroring. Client is asking for log shipping. Client is asking for always on. Those who are having always on in their resumes, they are going to shortlist their resumes, guys. So this is how the important technologies and all you have to bold it. Getting my point, guys? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Right, okay. So this is how you can make sure to add all the key skills in your resume, guys. This is how you can create the resume. So this is the sample resume, career objective, then your professional summary, how many years of experience you have. Okay, in this 3 years or 4 years or 5 years of experience on what and all key skills you worked on it. Okay, you can add this and then you can add a technical experience like on what databases or what operating systems, on what tools you worked on it, you can add it. And you can also check the work experience, like for which company. This is very important, guys. People will generally do a very simple silly mistake. If you have 5 years gap, they are going to add it from 2017. So if they are adding from 2017, how many years you will get it, guys? How many years you will get it? 6 years, right? So here they will mention 3 years. Okay, here they will mention 3 years, but here they are going to add, okay, 2017. I mean to say, they don't even edit also. They will simply edit here. They don't edit the dates. They don't edit the years. So immediately they will check, okay, this is a fake resume. Guys, you don't believe, some people will get lot of calls. I'm experiencing currently the same situation. One person is getting 30, 40 calls and they are scheduling, but one person is not at all getting the calls. What is the problem? What is the problem, guys? Both are same batch students. Both are applied in the Naukri. Both are updated their resume in the Naukri. One person is getting lot of calls. One person is not even getting one call per week also, and it's not scheduling. What is the problem? So you have to follow all these things, guys. You have to follow all these things while creating your resume. Then only your resume will be boosted, guys. Your resume will be boosted. So you have to keep updating your resume in the Naukri. Updating means don't simply click on update button. Try to upload your resume. They are going to filter. HRs are going to, guys, I'll tell you one thing. HRs will buy your resume. Each resume they are going to buy for 5 rupees, 10 rupees and all. So they don't buy hundreds of resumes and all. If they are buying each and every resume, they have to answer to the management, hey HR, why your bill is 2000 today? Why you are downloading that many resumes? So they should be very cost effective, guys. So they don't download other resumes like if the resume is not good and all, I mean to say, if there is nothing or else if there is no proper resume, they don't download it. Downloading resume will cost you, guys, will cost the particular company. So they have to pay the money to the Naukri if you download the resume. So that's why they're very precise in downloading the resumes and all. Okay, so that's how it is going to work, and make sure you are going to upload your resume daily, not update. Simply updating your resume at 9 o'clock in the morning won't boost you, guys. Okay, simply updating your resume daily won't boost you. So you have to make sure, do some changes in the resume, re-upload it again and again. Always daily you have to spend 30 minutes to 1 hour, guys. 30 minutes to 1 hour. And you can use different portals. Naukri we have LinkedIn. People has to start using LinkedIn also. Generally we don't use LinkedIn. From US side, US people mostly they will use LinkedIn only. That is the official network partner, guys, for professionals. Okay, so try to go create a LinkedIn account. Just once you created the LinkedIn account, search the HRs. Try following the HRs. When they are posting something, immediately will get an update. Hey, we have vacancy in our company, SQL DBA position. Try to add multiple WhatsApp groups. Sometimes employees of the company, they are going to post, we have requirement in our company. Okay, why? Because nowadays there is no open recruiting. Everything is like a reference-based recruiting, guys. Reference-based recruiting. So colleagues has to reference the people. So if I am referring one person to the company, if you are selected, I am going to get money on behalf of you. So the employees, they will keep posting in the WhatsApp groups and all. Okay, so they are going to post the job related information in the WhatsApp groups, in the Telegram groups. So try adding to the different Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups and all. Okay, you have to spend at least 1 hour, in boosting your resume, guys. No one is going to help you out. This is your responsibility. Once you are getting the calls, then you will get the interest and you can attend the interviews. You will get to know a lot of things. In case if you are missing anything, write down each and everything, each and every question and answer. If it is offline interviews also, don't hesitate to attend. Whatever questions we discussed, promise I am saying, they don't go more than that. Hardly if they can go maybe 1 or 2 questions for 5 years level experience. Whatever we discussed till now, 70% you can expect from the same questions, guys. And no person can answer 100%. If you can give your best up to 70 to 80% also, that's more than enough. Even if I am going to the interview, I cannot give 100%. Lot of things are there. It's an ocean. Okay, it's an ocean, guys. Lot of things are there to learn. So that's why even they also don't expect 100%. The recruiter, the interviewer who is interviewing you, he also don't know some of the things. So he will try to check how much knowledge you have, how good you are, how much confidence you are having, how confidently you can handle the environment. So mostly they are going to check your confidence, guys. First priority, again I'm saying, they will give the first priority to the confidence. Guys, they know that you are a fake guy. Don't think that they don't know I'm managing very nicely. They know that you are a fake guy by just looking at your resume, one thing, and by just listening your answers also, they can easily identify you're a fake guy or not. But they'll give you a chance for fake people also. Even though you're a fake, try to be a good fake. IT means it's a faking only. Always you have to fake the clients. It's not what you think, guys. IT means it's a faking only. Okay, they know that you are a fake guy, but still they will give you the chances, guys. Still they'll give you the chances. Why? They will check your confidence, how confident you are, how confident in answering the things, how confident in handling the things. So they'll check your confidence, guys. I know a lot of managers, okay, where they are still continuing the people even though the fake DBS doesn't have knowledge also. They don't have choice, guys. Why? Because if they terminate you, again they will get one more fake DBA. Again they have to start training from the beginning. The worst part is people are not studying. Without studying, without practicing, they are going to office. Okay, chalo, we'll get 1 month salary, 1 lakh rupees. We'll get 2 months salary, chalo. Let's see how many months it will be there. I'll be there. If they are going to terminate, I'll come out and I'll try for another job. That's how, because of them, lot of serious people like you are losing the opportunities, guys. Recently, there is a situation that they recruited one person. I don't want to tell the company name. They recruited one person. They found that this guy is a fake guy. He is unable to install the SQL server. They found that he is a fake guy, but they can't terminate them. They can't terminate this person. Why? Already 2 people they terminated. If they terminate this person, these people is going to lose the project from the company. Why? Because that's a bad remark on the company that you people are recruiting fake people. So even though they know that you are a fake, sometimes they can't do anything. But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. That's an option, that's a lifeline to you. Make use of that lifeline and try to practice, try to spend some time. Guys, if you don't have knowledge, guys, IT job is not so simple. Every day you will cry like anything. If you don't get the job, you will cry. If you got the job also, you will cry. Okay, so try to be a good fake, guys. Again, I'm saying it's very important. Spend some time, practice, and at least tell them that you know something. Show them that you know something. Don't simply go, okay, chalo, I got a job by just with the help of some other guy. So now I'll go and I'll enjoy. So it's very easy and all. Yes, out of 100 projects, 1-2 projects will be easy. Remaining 98 projects, you don't get time even to go to washroom also. How you are going to manage if you don't have knowledge and all? Very difficult, guys. So that's why I'm saying, okay, practice. Nothing will happen if you are practicing, guys. Believe me. Okay, lot of fake students are in very good stage. Why? Because you know everything. The genuine people, they are since 3 years, 4 years, they stick to one environment. They know only those things, but not you. You know all the things. You just covered all the things in your training. You have an experience on all the things. So when compared to genuine guys, fake guys will have a lot of knowledge if you are practicing. If you are not attending, guys, if you are practicing, I'm saying. Okay, so don't hesitate to attend offline interviews also. If it is offline interviews, okay, it will be simple. Why? Because nowadays no one is preferring offline interviews. Okay, so at least if any person is coming, they are asking some simple questions. Okay, people are not coming to attend offline interviews. Who can attend offline interviews? They will think only genuine persons can attend offline interviews. Okay, chalo. If any person attended offline interviews, they will ask some basic questions, guys. Lot of our students attended offline interviews and they easily got the job. Not every interview I'm saying, but at least you will get some chances, guys. And don't miss any interviews. That is UK client, this is US client. I cannot understand their accent and all. Very easy, guys. Okay, US people, UK people, if you got the chance to talk with them, and if they are taking the interviews, don't miss that interviews, guys. That is very easy to clear when compared to Indian guys. We can easily handle US guys, UK guys when compared to Indian guys. That too, okay, South Indian guys. And I can see lot of messages in the Telegram and lot of messages in the LinkedIn and all. Don't recruit South Indian people as a DBS. They had a stamp on us, guys. South Indian DBS are fake DBS and all. Why? Because of the corona, everyone, those who don't have knowledge also, they came into the market. They just want to simply try, okay, 1 month if I'm able to survive. Definitely 1 month you can survive. To complete the background verification and all, it will take 1 to 2 months. Every month you are getting 80,000, 90,000 salary, right? So like that, lot of people came. Because of that, they stopped recruiting Telugu people especially. Don't recruit any people from Andhra, from Hyderabad. The messages are circulating in the LinkedIn, guys. You can check it. Okay, so it's very important, guys. Without subject, it's not easy to handle the IT job and all. So don't think IT people are like those who got the job are very intelligent people and all. Their time is good. They got the job. Wait for your time. That's it. I can say wait for the moment. Nothing happened. Whatever it is, whether you are a 20 years guy, 25 years guy, 30 years guy, 40 years guy, 50 years guy also, still you can try in the IT, guys. That is the beauty of IT. Right? Fine, guys. So don't miss any company's interviews. Don't know, sometimes interviews are very simple. Sometimes US people will ask only behavioral questions. Okay, tell me about your project, how many people are there, how you are going to get the tickets, how you are going to handle the tickets, how you are going to prioritize the tickets. These kind of things they are going to ask you, guys. So if you're worrying, okay, he's a US guy, Amo, I can't attend. What will happen? What kind of things they are going to ask? So don't hesitate, guys, to attend. Instead of simply wasting your time by watching reels, by watching shorts, if you attend an interview, you will get to know 1 or 2 extra questions, right? Anyhow, you are going to lose the opportunity. Attend the interview and lose the opportunity. At least you'll get to know, at least you'll get some confidence, at least you'll get to know what and all things they are asking, what and all things they are looking for. Right? Instead of skipping the interviews directly, attend the interview and you can fail, guys. You'll get a lot of confidence. And whatever interviews that you are attending, write down all the questions. Make sure for the next interview you are going to prepare all these questions. Like this, if you prepare 100 questions, believe me, in 10 interviews, 2 offers will be there in your hand. In 10 interviews, 2 offers will be there in your hand. If you are preparing questions like this, go to each interview. If you can't remember, just turn on the recorder in your mobile phone. Keep it in your pocket. Record the interview. Come out. Check what and all questions you answered. Check what and all questions you didn't answer. Write down all the questions. Improve yourself. Practice. Go to next interview. Do this for 5 to 10 interviews. Believe me, minimum 2 offers will be there in your hand. Shanmukh, I have 2 companies offers. Which offer I have to choose? Can you help me? Yes. So then there is no DBS specific related projects again. There is no DBS specific related projects. There is no such kind of things. Any project database is important. Okay, you can mention any project. Again, I'm saying there is no specific DBA related project. Any project or maintenance duty is same only. Okay, so there is no such kind of projects then. Right, guys? So sometimes they are going to ask you these kind of questions like how many people are there in your team? Okay, how many people are there in your team? So you can tell anything between, okay, 10 to 12 people, guys. Don't tell 3 people, 4 people. Why? Because to manage the things, at least 2, 3 people should be there in the shift. And we have to support 24/7. So rotational week offs. So always 2 people will be there in the week offs. So 10 people now. Out of 10 people, these 10 people has to support 3 shifts. So each shift, 2 people, 3 people will be there hardly. So don't tell like 2 people are there in your project. If 2 people are there, then how you are managing 24/7 environment? Are you doing 12 hours, 12-hour shift? If you are doing 12 hours, 12-hour shift, what about weekends? Who is taking care of the weekends? Okay, so they'll ask you how many people are there in this, in your project. You can tell anything between 10 to 12. How many servers you are supporting? You can tell anything between 600 to 1000 servers. Sometimes people don't believe 1000 servers. Are you kidding? Are you joking? I don't believe that you're working on 1000 servers.
And look, 12 hours shift will be there. Like 8 to 8, 9 to 9, like that.
What is your question, Praveen?
Now you told me 12-hour shift, na?
Hmm.
12-hour shift means morning 8 to evening 8,
Hmm.
like that.
It can be morning 8 to evening 8, morning 6 to evening 6, whatever it is. Okay. So I'm not saying that 12 hours you have to work. I am saying if 2 people are there in the project, they will ask you, are you going to work 12 hours like that? They might ask you, I'm saying. Are you working 12 hours, 12-hour shift like that? They will ask. So don't tell
No,
2 people, 3 people
no,
are there.
actually, in I faced one interview, they asked me that there will be a 12 hours shift
It
for
depends.
3
If
days.
it's 12 hours means you can understand, right? See, there are some companies weekly you have to support 40 hours. 12 hours means three days. 3 days work will be there, right? 3 into 12, how much? 36 hours will be there, right? So if they are saying 12 hours means depends upon when it is going to start. 8 to, if it is starting at 8 o'clock, you have to work till 8 o'clock in the evening. If it is starting at morning 6 o'clock, you have to work for 12 hours, which is evening 6 o'clock. Right? So that's how it will be. So this is not a valid question, Praveen. Okay, you have to ask different questions, not these things and all. Right. So if they are asking like how many servers you are supporting, 600 to 1000 servers we are supporting, you can tell like this. Okay, how many databases you are supporting? Each server you can manage on an average 10 databases. So 600 servers means 6000 to 8000 databases, you can tell them. Where is your office located? Which project you are keeping? Make sure where is the office, in which tech park, in which city, which area, which road, which building. You have to remember all. Which floor also you have to remember. Which floor also you have to remember. Sometimes they'll keep Infosys project. So lot of DBS will be there from Infosys, right? Lot of DBS from Infosys, Wipro, TCS. These are all very big companies. So, for example, I worked for Infosys. So now I went to some other company, some XYZ company. Now you came to me and you said I'm working for Infosys. Then I'll ask you which location? Okay, Bangalore location. Which tech park? If you don't know in which tech park Infosys building is there, that's it. Whatever interview you gave for 30 minutes or 1 hour, that's it. With this one answer, I'll get to know, okay, he is not a genuine. Okay. And sometimes people will ask which team. What is your manager name? Can you tell me your colleagues' names? Why? Because I already worked in the Infosys. I know which building the DBA will be there, which project, what and all projects are there. I know that. So I know some of the manager names. Even if I don't know, just I'll ask just to check what name you are going to tell. Sometimes people will be very slow. I mean, they don't talk anything. If I ask manager name, if I ask manager name, they don't talk anything. What, like that they will sound. That's it. I'll get to know. If you are saying 2 times what means you are pretending, you are acting. Right? So you have to be very careful. These kind of questions also they'll ask, in which building, which tech park, which floor, okay, who is your manager, and what is your lead name. All these things you have to remember. They will ask you what is your employee ID. They will ask your official email ID. Okay. All these things also they will ask in the interviews, guys. During the interviews, they'll ask you. So
I
these are
think employee ID, it is not shared well.
employee ID. Why you cannot share? That's simply I'll get to know that you are a fake if you are saying like this. Simply why? Because what is there in sharing employee ID? Tell me. In what way you can hack the person using the employee ID?
No, I
How
just
the employee ID is going to create a problem? If you tell employee ID, how it is going to create a problem? Do you think how it is going to create a problem? Tell me.
actually someone having like any employee card ID and they posted on the any social media and all these things. Sometimes it create problem. I had just heard that thing. That's why.
That is different. See, that is different. Why? Because that is different in case if they are posting in the like social media websites and all, that is different. But if I ask you what is your employee ID, no, that is very confidential. I cannot tell that. Then okay, chalo, our HR will get back to you. Okay, so it's no problem in sharing employee ID. If you don't know employee ID, tell any employee ID. Randomly you can tell. That these kind of questions and answers should be like a random, guys. So if you don't know, don't give any pause, don't give any space. Immediately tell any number. Your official email ID, tell anything. In case they are asking, can you send me your official email or can you tell me what is your official email ID? You can tell any email ID. praveen.sauraj@infosys.com or praveen.sauraj@some other xyzconsultancy.com. Tell them that my mail or my company is not going to receive any external emails and all. If you are going to send any email to this mail ID, it is going to be failed. Okay, so you have to tell that. You can deny in giving your official email ID. Why? Because you can deny that. Why? Because sometimes your official email ID will have client name. So if I tell my official email ID, they'll get to know what client it is. They'll get to know the project name and also that's why it's confidential. You can try denying your official email ID, but you cannot deny your employee ID. You can tell any number instead of that. No, I cannot share my employee ID. No, that is not a correct answer. You can share your employee ID. Okay.
One more thing, if we have any offer and some another company asking, show me that offer and what is the amount of that offer and something like that. So can we show directly on interview time and all? It happens with me. That's why I'm asking.
You can show, no issues. No issues.
Okay,
you can show. They don't do anything. Okay. They don't go to company. Okay. So they don't ask, hey, why you gave this much offer to Digvesh? Okay. They cannot ask. They can just as a reference. That is just a base point. Okay. So that Digvesh is having an offer of 12 lakhs. Okay. Let me check. Can you please send me that offer? They will ask. You can show the offer to them. No issues. They don't do anything with that. They'll just, why? Because sometimes to get approvals from the client, they have to attach this offer, your offer.
Yeah, that's why some client, some company asked me, just give me that thing on WhatsApp. That's why.
You can give. Nothing will happen. You can give your offer. Whatever offer you have, you can give. Okay, what if you have applied as a DB and some recruiters have your previous resume after you have revamped and it does not tally with the past companies or other related details you have on the previous resume? Very good question, Denny. Guys, it is very important that don't keep on changing the clients and all. Okay, I'm not getting the calls. Okay, I'll change the clients. Okay, today one client, tomorrow another client, day after tomorrow another client, next week one more client, next month another client. Don't do that. Why? Because recruiters will download your resume. They will definitely tally with the past resumes and all. If they are not matching, they don't even conduct any scrutiny round also. They don't even call you also. Or after selecting, if they are going to get to know, they are going to stop the offer also. Resume is also very important. In a background verification, they will ask you to send your resume also. Okay, so don't keep on changing projects and all in the resume. Why you mentioned last week, you mentioned some other projects, now you are mentioning some different projects, so they might ask you like that. So you have to be very careful. So if you want to change the projects, wait for 1 week or 2 weeks. Just you can disable your account in the job portals. You can try creating a different account, try adding different name. Okay, so now it is like, imagine Praveen Sauras. You can just change the name P Sauras, Sauras P. You can try adding with different names. It means that your name only, just change your name into another name. I mean to say Praveen Saurav is there, just P Sauras, Sauras Praveen, Sauras P. Like that you have to modify and you have to apply for the other companies, guys. But simply changing the same project, same Naukri account and also it's very risky, guys. Okay, so don't do that. If you want to change the projects and all, completely disable your current account in the job portal and then change your mobile number, and then change your email ID, and then change the projects, and then you can apply for the new jobs. Okay, Denny? What if I have left the previous company I had on my last resume and there is a gap before the new application? See, if you have a gap also, it is not going to create a problem then if you are going to tell a valid reason. So tell a valid reason. Don't try to bluff them. Tell a valid reason. Because of some family, don't tell health reasons, guys. Don't ever tell health reasons. My health is not good. I took break of 2 months. Don't tell health reasons. Why? Because initially itself they'll get the doubt. Okay, if I give you opportunity again, you might get the health issues. Again, if you are going to leave the company, it will be a problem to the HR, right? So don't tell any health issues. Even though really there is a health problem, still accident things and all you can tell them. Okay, so accident things and all you can tell them, but like there is a health issue, so that's why I'm unable to like continue. You cannot tell these kind of issues. Okay, so tell a valid reason. Like, I have my father business, I have to take care of the business and all. So it took 2 months to settle down. So that's why I just took a break and then again I'm trying. Like that, you can tell some other valid reasons, but don't tell them that I'm having some health issues and all. So don't tell that, guys. It will create a problem for you. Okay, Denny, clear?
One suggestions.
Yes, please.
I was working previously as a VFX compositor for Hollywood movies,
Okay.
and now I switch as a DV and working. I have approx 1.5 year of experience right now.
Okay.
So is it to mention in resume my related to my previous
Not required.
work?
Not required. Not required. No need to mention.
Okay.
If you feel that it is not going to useful, no need to mention the resume. You can only mention your technical experience. Okay, you can directly mention. If they are asking what you did in the past, you can tell them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, 2.5 years I have experience in Pro. Can I
2.5
put
years
2.5 years fake?
How much gap you have?
No, now I'm working Wipro.
You are working in the Wipro now.
Yeah.
You can tell them that you are working with Wipro since 2.5 years. You can tell them, no issues. But 2.5 years, 3 years, generally you'll get less calls. Okay. So if you want to go with the 2.5 years, there is no option. You have to search. But if you have some extra gap and all, you can add that gap that you have worked on. So company as a SQL DBA, like that, you can tell them. You can add
back
some extra experience and all.
and back put to 2.5 years experience, like
Yeah, that's what
previous company.
if you have a gap, you can add the gap. If you don't have a gap to add fake experience, don't tell them. I mean to say, don't add any gap. You have to try with 2.5 years only. If you really have a gap before 2.5 years, like in the past, if you do any job, if you did any job and all, then you can add that. You can convert that into a SQL DB experience.
And also created the PF also. Last previous company Capgemini PF also created, sir.
So let me explain you this, guys. Very important. All of you are going to try as an experienced DBS only. Out of like 100 people, if our age is 30 or 30 plus years, definitely we'll do small jobs somewhere. Definitely it will create a PF account. So if you have PF account, it's kind of risky. Okay, in the PF history, if it is showing, okay, so there will be a problem like in the background verification, they will check your PF history also. Okay, so that might create some problems, but again, the doors are not completely closed for them. Those who are already having a PF account, I am not saying it is impossible, it is still possible. Okay, there are other ways. Call to me, we'll discuss those things. There are some other ways, other channels. So using that, we can at least try fixing that. Okay. Fine. Right. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Yes, then almost. Any questions, guys?
Shanmugh,
So
what about
ticketing
these
tools will
ticketing
discuss.
tools?
Ticketing tools and all. Let me quickly show you. Okay. So generally, we'll get the work using a ticketing tool, guys. We have different ticketing tools in the organization. So some people will use ServiceNow, which is also called it as Snow. Yes, NOW Snow. ServiceNow. Okay, ServiceNow. This is one kind of ticketing tool. It's easy to understand. People will use Jira also. People will use Lotus Notes. Okay, people will use, what are the other ticketing tools, guys? We have Remedy, BMC Remedy. Okay, BMC Remedy. What are the other ticketing tools you people are using, guys? Anyone is using any other ticketing tools other than these? Right. So any ticketing tool, you have to make sure error description. In tickets, we have different types of tickets. Incidents. Okay. Generally, incidents, how to identify whether it is an incident ticket or not. Incident tickets will start with INC. One number will be there. We have different types of tickets like incidents, change requests, request items, RITMs. Okay, C tasks, SC tasks, task items. Okay, and problem tickets, PRB, problem tickets. So like this, we have different tickets, guys. Okay, so incident tickets will start with the INC. Change tickets, change request will start with the CHG. Request items will start with the RATM. C tasks will start with the C task only, and number will be there. SC task will be same. SC task and number will be there. Task items, okay, same. We will have task items, request items will be there. Same task items, request items, both are same. Problem tasks also will start with TRB, one number will be there. Okay, if you are following ServiceNow, guys. So any ticket generally, who raised the ticket will be there. Okay, end user. Like end user, you can call him as a end user or user. What is the incident number? When he raised this, what is the issue description and work notes and team or group name. Okay, every team will have a group, separate groups. So the group name will be there in the ticket, guys. Okay, you have to make sure that belongs to SQL DBA group. Then only you can assign the ticket to yourself. If it is in Windows group, you cannot simply assign the ticket to yourself. Okay, you have to again change the group and you have to assign the ticket to the DB team, and then finally you can assign it to you guys. So, and if it is change request number, okay, change number, and what type of change it is, okay, what type of change it is, implementation date, okay, start date, end date, rollback plan, which team is performing this change coordinator, change reviewer, okay, change reviewer, like these kind of fields will be there in the change tickets. These are all main important tickets, guys. So if you go and check, let me show you some sample tickets. ServiceNow incident tickets. Okay, ServiceNow incident tickets. You go to images. See, this is how it will be. Okay, so let me open this. Okay, it's coming. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So it's very easy tool, guys. Very easy. So it's a self-explanatory tool. You can easily understand what and all fields are there in the ticket. Okay. So what fields will be updated? See here. Okay. So the incident number, this is the incident number, caller, and location, from which location you raised, what kind of category it is. Okay, what is the impact? This is very important, guys. These three fields are very important. Impact, urgency, priority. Impact, urgency, priority. High impact ticket, medium urgency, high priority ticket. Means you have to troubleshoot this issue first. What is the issue? What is the description it is showing? CPU utilization is crossed the warning. So you can see here what state it is. Very important when you assign the tickets. If you assign the tickets, it will come your name. Say for example, Praveen assigned this ticket. If you click on this field, then see here assignment group. First you have to change it to DBA group. Mostly it will come to DBA group only. So this group you have to get it from your team. You have to ask your team what is our group name, or when you open DBA group team tickets, you can see your group name here. So there are different groups. Why? Because if it is SQL issue, it will comes to SQL DBA team. If it is Windows issue, it will goes to Windows team, right? If it is network issue, it will goes to network team. If it is storage issue, it will go to storage team. If it is application issue, it will go to application team. So the assignment group is very important. If it is Windows team group, you cannot pull this ticket to your name. Why? Because this is for Windows team, guys. So don't think all tickets you have to troubleshoot. Okay, you have to check it whether this is our group or Windows team. Generally, you don't see Windows group tickets. We are going to apply some filters in the organization, so you can see only DB group tickets. Still, sometimes service desk people will send the tickets to a DBA team instead of Windows team. So it's very important which group it is, what kind of ticket it is. Based on that, you can start troubleshooting, guys. Whenever you took any ticket, you have to change the state from active to work in progress, WIP. Okay, you have to change the ticket to work in progress, WIP. If you click on this active section, you can see there are different states: work in progress, pending, waiting for the customer, waiting for the vendor. Like this, you can see different states. Once you assign the ticket on your name, immediately you have to change the status to active and all, guys. Okay, so this is very important. Like this, you can see the incident. So what is this ticket, guys? Is it incident or task or SC task or change request? What is this ticket?
Incident.
It's an incident. You can see it is starting with INC. Okay, so and you can see the priority of the incident also: P1, P2, P3, P4 tickets, priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4 tickets. P1 tickets are high priority tickets. You have to immediately fix the issue, or you have to escalate the issue to the higher levels. You cannot hold the ticket on your name without troubleshooting. If you can't fix it within 30 minutes, there are some SLAs, service level agreements. Okay, there are some SLAs between both of us. When you join this course, there is an SLA. I'll complete this course. That is the SLA. That is the agreement that we have. Right, I have to complete. Right, so that is the agreement between you and me. In the same way, the client and a particular company, there will be SLAs. Hey, there is an emergency ticket. In how much time you are able to fix it? They will discuss this during the project. So, okay, if any P1 ticket is coming, my team is able to solve in 30 minutes, or it will be escalated. So as per the SLA, then if you are not able to fix the P1 ticket in 30 minutes, you should escalate the ticket to the next level, guys. Okay, but you cannot, okay, I don't know the solution. Oh, someone might ask me. Okay, so don't keep on working on the ticket even though you don't know the solution. Don't act that you are working on the ticket. If you don't know if it is a P1 ticket, don't take risks. Immediately escalate it to next team or take your colleague's help, and then you can fix it, guys. So like this, you can see, okay, tickets and all. This is how generally you can manage the tickets, guys. Okay. So like this, you can check change tickets and all. ServiceNow change tickets. You can go and check the change tickets, guys. How the change ticket, same here it will show you change CHG and all. It will show you CHG, and here it will show you some, what I can say, implementation plan and all. It will show you, okay, it will show you the rollback plan. You have to include the rollback plan and all, guys. It's very important. If you don't include the rollback plan, change ticket is not going to be approved by CAB meeting. So you have to add those things and all. So you can go and check in the Google, guys, change ticket in the ServiceNow. Search for it and click on images. You can see a lot of modules. I mean to say a lot of images and all. Based on that, you can just look the change tickets and all, how it look like, guys. Okay. So this is how generally you can see the tickets, guys. Fine. So there are some important points, guys. Don't marry. Okay. If you are not yet married, don't marry up to 6 months, guys. Very important. My suggestion is don't marry till 1 year. Okay, why? Because that is not your job. If you got the job, don't tell to anyone up to 6 months, even to your parents also. Why? Because they know they are happy, but you know, right? They will tell to all the family members, and they will start searching for the girls and all. Okay, so again, suddenly because of some performance issues, or if the company came to know that you are a fake, they are going to terminate again. They cannot, okay, show their face, and also that is a problem. So until you are going to be settled in the job up to 6 months, don't tell to your parents also. Okay, so don't tell to anyone, guys. Please try to postpone your marriage. Okay, so for 6 months or 1 year, it's very, very important. Okay, try saving something, guys. In the IT, how much you are getting, the same way you are going to spend, guys. Okay, so don't think people. I see lot of students, if they got the job first month itself, they will buy iPhone 14 Pro, 1,30,000. What is the need, guys? What is the need of buying iPhone in the first month itself? And they will, first one they will buy iPhone, second one they will buy, okay, they will buy the, what I can say, Enfield, Royal Enfield bike, 3 lakhs worth Royal Enfield bike they will buy. Third one they will go for personal loan. Fourth one their job will be gone. What they are going to do? So very important, guys. These things no one will tell. No one will tell, guys. What about married person, Anup? Don't marry second. Don't do second marriage after 6 months. Okay, right. Fine. Okay, so this is very important, guys. Your health is also very important. As a DBA, you have to support 24/7. So night shifts and all you have to support. So take care of your health. It's very, very important. Once if your health is gone, generally if you are supporting night shifts and all, you might get gastric problems and all. Please take care of your health. In companies, they don't bother about your health, and they don't even give you one day holiday also. Okay, so there are some companies, there are some projects, okay, whatever, even though you are dying, before dying, just give me the handover. Okay, so that kind of mentality will be there in the IT. Go to hell, but give the handover and you can go to hell. Like that they will treat. Okay, so this kind of mentality will be there, guys. So it's your health. No one is going to save once your health is like damaged, and also please take care of it and try to go for some walking and all, try to do some yoga and all if possible. Try to spend some time in health and in learning new technologies. IT is nothing but every time, every day you have to update yourself. If the app is not updating, how the app is not going to work in your phone? If you are not updating in the IT, you are not going to be suitable in the IT. So IT is nothing but continuous learning, guys. Don't think once you got the job, chalo, I got the job, chalo, bindas, happy. No, in IT it is not going to work. It's not a government job. Okay, it's not a government job. Every day you have to learn. Every day you have to learn new technologies. Every month, every year you have to refresh yourself. You have to update yourself. If you are updating, you will be in the marketplace. If you are not updating, you will be out of the marketplace. Okay, so don't hesitate. You are not doing wrong thing. You are doing wrong thing. Try to do this wrong thing in a right way. Okay, so try practicing, guys. Try to spend some time. So only practice is going to save you. By somehow you can get the job, but not by somehow you can survive in the job. Okay, so you have to be very careful. That's it from my side, guys. Thank you so much for your support and all. And in case of any questions, you can ask me. This is the last class. Okay, still don't think I'm disconnecting. I'll be always connecting with you guys. You can ping me at any time. Okay, so it's not like I'm leaving your hand until you get the job. Even though you got the job, I'll be there with you. Whenever you need help, just let me know. Fine? Yes, then this is the last class. For Azure, you will be updated, guys. Those who enrolled for weekdays classes, tomorrow you will get the link. Tomorrow morning you'll get the link. Those who enroll for weekdays classes. Those who enroll for weekend classes, by 20th you will get the link. Okay, so Azure will continue, guys.
Yeah, for enroll, I didn't get anything.
Which one? Which one?
Anup.
For which one? Sorry.
Anupam.
You are
Weekend
going to-
classes.
you will get the link, sir. You will get the link.
Okay.
By
Okay.
20th, you will get it.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
DM is
One question.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Actually, we are just going for the weekend classes of the AGO. So that is just for 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours Sunday. That is 4
Correct.
hours. And
Correct.
weekdays it's taking 8 and 8.5 hours, right? So how like it will take 2 months or just for 1 month in weekend?
Sir, course is course, content is content. Okay. As it is weekend class, will teach extra. As it is weekdays class, will teach extra. If it is weekend class, will teach less. We are going to skip some topics, not like that. Whatever duration, if it is taking 40 hours, as per daily 1.5 hour, how many days it will take? It will continue that many days. Same 40 hours, if you are connecting for 4 hours a week, how much time it will take to complete 40 hours? That many weeks we are going to connect.
10 weeks.
Yeah. Whatever it is, depends. Okay. We are not going to miss any topics, whether it is weekend or weekdays. Only thing is weekends, some of them are comfortable on weekends, some of them are comfortable on weekdays. That's it. Based on their comfortness, we are going to plan the classes, not our comfortness, based on the students' comfortness. Okay. Chalo,
Shabak, one thing, little thing.
please.
How you are managing 7,000 server in your organization? I mean, your experience, I just wanted to know, because you're teaching in weekends and you're working also. So how you are managing all this, your work and life balance?
Nothing, sir. We are like having, most of them are like managing with the automation. We have a lot of PowerShell scripts. We are managing most of the things with the PowerShell. And I'm actually, okay, going to take like high level issues and all. I use it. I don't take small issues and also there are some different teams, L1, L2, L3 teams will be there. They are going to take care of it. So I'll get some less work. Okay. So I'll get some time, extra time and all to do all these things. Okay. And 7,000 servers, we are managing with the help of automation. Everything, whatever, in case if you want to deploy something, in case if you want to do something, everything we are going to use PowerShell scripts only. Using automation only, we are going to do that. That's how we are managing that much big inventory. Make servers.
Okay.
Kiran Reddy GC, make servers sleep on weekends. Huh? Right. Chalo, any other questions, guys? All the best, guys. Again,
sir,
I'm
DM
saying,
is covered, sir.
sorry, LDM.
DMV.
DMVs, commonly used DMVs, I'll share, sir. DMVs, you can just go and search. See, I just gave you a platform. Okay, so just do some explorations, do some homeworks and all. So you'll get to know the things. Okay. Is there any way to get the automation scripts? Then sorry, I can't share the automation scripts. Okay, so that you have to work. Okay, so that is a different thing. That's okay. So anything, guys, anything to discuss? Okay, so guys, if you need any certification help, if you need any other course related help, any support, any kind of support, SOSC is there, Society of Software Engineers. Okay, we are planning to launch a website shortly. Maybe tomorrow we are going to launch the website. Okay, so any need related to IT, you can come back to me, guys. Any need, directly or indirectly, any need if you want related to IT, you can come back to me. Okay.
Thank you so much, Shamuk. We'll be connected. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. All the best for your future. Okay. So once you got the job, just update me, guys. I'll be happy. Okay. No need to give any party. Just update me.
Thank you, Shabak.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye. Take care.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.